Well, here's something to light up your screen here, even when it's a little rainy out. The Mayflowers are in full bloom. Look at this. This is a photo of a Nootka rose at Riverside State Park sent to us by one of our viewers, Charles. Charles always sends us so many great photos, and I think this is also the Charles that sends us beagle photos, too. I love the beagle photos that we get to our inbox. Hey, friends, good morning. Thanks so much for starting off your Tuesday with us here on Up With KREM. I'm Tim Pham.
And I'm Jenny Power. And yes, the flowers have been so beautiful this spring season, and what they always need is a little bit of rain.
A little water.
That's what
we're hearing it too.
We are right now in the KREM 2 studios here on Spokane South Hill. We can actually hear some of the rain that's been hitting our roof. And as we take a look at our current satellite and radar, yes, it is a cooler day that we're preparing to see, as well as some of these showers to get things started. So be aware of that if you're headed out. Right now, this is a live look for you over Riverfront Park in downtown Spokane, where the sidewalks here are definitely seeing some changes, full of water this morning. And right now, current temperature is 47 degrees through Spokane. We do have a bit of a light wind to go along with this out of the southwest here at 5 miles per hour sustained. So as you're headed out the door, make sure that you grab the rain jacket and umbrella. Across the region, we're in the low 50s in Coeur d'Alene, 52 degrees right now for Sandpoint, 53 for Moses Lake, as well as Wenatchee. As we move forward, we are gradually going to see a little bit of a drier trend. Some on and off again showers are what you need to be prepared for. This afternoon, we're mostly cloudy, much cooler temperatures just reaching the low 60s before a few more showers are possible this evening. And let's get you out the door with what we're seeing out on our roadways this morning and your traffic impact. Right now, traffic volumes are gradually starting to increase, but as we take this live look for you at I-90 and Liberty Lake, you can see it is off to a pretty wet start here as these showers are currently moving across eastern Washington and into North Idaho. Right now, no major collisions to report to you at this hour. Another live look for you at I-90 and 195, where you can see we definitely have some wet roadways, so maybe allow for a little bit of extra time. But as we take a look at your traffic maps here, I mean, we are in the green across the morning commute with some average drive times for now. Of course, we'll continue to update you here every half hour with your latest traffic impact alerts. Tim?
All right, Jenny. New this morning, the Grant County Sheriff's Office says they found the body of a missing Moses Lake man. The Sheriff's Office believes they found the body of 39-year-old Anthony Mann at the top of Summer Falls. That's about 10 miles southeast of Coulee City. Mann's van was found near the trailhead last week. The Sheriff's Office says there are no signs of foul play. This morning, we are learning more about a deadly skydiving crash that happened over the weekend outside of Ritzville. KREM 2's Cody Proctor found out who the victim was and what happened.
The deadly accident happened just outside of Ritzville. The Adams County Sheriff's Office identified the skydiver killed as Randy Hubbs of the Kennewick area. Adams County Sheriff deputies responded to Skydive West Plains on Sunday night for a medical emergency. Skydive West Plains confirmed the incident happened on the company's land and involved two licensed skydivers, both jumping with personal equipment. The company says eyewitnesses reported both jumpers were participating in a group freefall. Both deployed their parachutes without any problems. Then about 1,000 feet above the ground, the two parachutes came into contact. One jumper appeared unresponsive and did not provide the inputs necessary for a controlled landing. The company says the skydiver who died was a 7-year-old man, with the Sheriff's Office identified as Randy Hubbs of the Kennewick area. Hubbs had approximately 800 jumps and was a member of the Skydive West Plains community for several years. The Sheriff's Office says the second skydiver, identified as Nicole Klein from the Colville area, was injured. The company says she sustained a hip injury and was transported to a local hospital. She's expected to make a full recovery. Only hours before, Michael Odom of Spokane tried skydiving for the first time at Skydive West Plains.
I thank God that that wasn't me and that I was paying attention and that I had a good instructor that got me down safely.
Odom also shared he felt completely safe during his jump. The company shared a statement saying, quote, "The Skydive West Plains community is mourning the loss of a friend who has been part of the Drop Zone family for nearly a decade." Now, it's important to note that skydiving deaths are incredibly rare. According to the United States Parachute Association, 16 people died last year out of an estimated 3.4 million jumps. To put that into perspective, the odds of dying in a vehicle crash are about 1 in 101. That's according to the National Safety Council. In Ritzville, Cody Proctor, KREM 2 News.
New from over the weekend, 2 people are dead following a head-on crash near Sagal. Idaho State Police says the crash happened yesterday afternoon on US 95 near milepost 496 there. ISP says an 18-year-old driver from Sandpoint crossed left of the center lane and hit another vehicle head-on. Both the 18-year-old and a passenger were killed. The 2 people in the other vehicle were taken to a hospital. Happening today, Spokane County Commissioners will talk about a new long-term lease for Avista Stadium. That's where KREM 2's Brandon T. Jones is live this morning. So Brandon, what kind of impact could a new lease have on the Spokane Indians? Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Tim. Well, a new long-term lease would represent a commitment to minor league baseball here in Spokane County and a commitment to the Spokane Indians. This new lease would extend them for another 2 decades. As of things currently stand right now, the current lease expires September 6th of 2029. So an extension would move that expiration date back to December 31st in the year 2046. Again, that would be a long-term lease that is currently being discussed. So along with the security of that long-term lease, the proposed agreement hints at capital improvement projects such as an additional concessions building, public restroom improvements to existing facilities, and office renovations, as well as a pedestrian plaza. Another point in the proposal, the county would be paid $1 per attendee if attendance draws in crowds of 250,000 people. And as for that commissioners meeting, that's a little bit later this morning. There's not going to be an official vote to put into place this long-term deal, but they are expected to create that formal date where they can then eventually make that vote. For now, though, reporting live here in Spokane County, Brandon T. Jones, KREM 2 News.
Well, May is Asian American, Native Hawaiian, Pacific Islander Heritage Month, and we've been celebrating those making an impact right here in the Inland Northwest.
Yeah, so Jenny and I sat down in our KREM 2 streaming studio to eat some lumpia and share what our Asian American culture means to us.
Yeah, super cool to always learn about different cultures because I certainly don't have all the answers. Sometimes people, I'm sure you probably experienced this too. Someone says like something about the Asian community and look at you and I'm like,
Yeah, right.
I don't know.
Exactly.
Let me get back to you. I don't know the answer, but I'll find out.
And I think that's so true, specifically for Asian Americans.
Sure.
You know, like my dad also is originally from the Philippines, and he was adopted and actually first grew up also in Spokane. And so I think that that is something that is so relatable as far as like, yes, we are in tune with our culture, but being Asian Americans, like we also are strong with American culture and like how that operates too.
You can watch the hour-long special right now on the KREM 2 app by texting the word heritage to 509-448-2000.
And as you're headed out the door, don't forget the rain jacket. Right now, we're waking up to some showers across the Inland Northwest. We've got this precipitation moving up from the south, and we've even heard some of the rain impacting the KREM 2 Studios roof here on the Spokane South Hill. So be prepared for that, folks, if you're headed out soon. We've even got some showers moving into the Okanagan Valley as well as down on the Palouse. Temperatures this afternoon are trending cooler. 65 is the high for Spokane, 62 over into Coeur d'Alene, with some upper 60s across central Washington, low 70s for Richland and the Tri-Cities. As we take a look at what's to come, I'm tracking another warming trend here through Thursday, but then the chance for thunderstorms Thursday night into Friday, with then cooler temperatures again for this upcoming weekend. So we've kind of got a lot of unsettled weather to track out and time out for you, which we'll get into further here in my extended forecast.
Looking ahead to tomorrow, the 5th Street Farmers Market is set to open for the season in Coeur d'Alene. There will be a variety of vendors there selling everything from food to flowers. The Farmers Market will run every Wednesday from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. until September 2nd.